The title of this series is Luer Lok Leaks. In fact, there are a lot of leaks, we just don't know about it. Finding a leak from an ozone generator is a very difficult task. There's so many parts that are connected, it's hard to tell where to start. We're going to look at one specific area of a generator that's leaking. We found out that the stainless steel fittings, the Luer Lok fittings, is called female fitting, off the generator in 3 different brands. 2 of the 3 leaked. Now, they didn't leak 100% of the time, but they leaked 62% of the time, and we tested 120 120 male Luer Loks from the same lot. So there's a difference. Can't explain why the different, although they're from the same lot, can't tell why some leaked and some didn't, but it was 62%. Then I went and got a sample set of 6 Luer Loks from the same company, same lot again, and we had about the same percentage. So there's something going on with between Luer Loks, and we're using Kynar plastic Luer Loks, and stainless steel from the bulkhead of a generator. We have 3 different generator female Luer Loks, and they're all different sizes or different shapes. And let's take a look at them and see what's happening. First, let's look at a good one, and we'll just rule it out because it's effective. So let's start off with our one that does not leak. We have a syringe, and we have a female Luer Lok and a male syringe. And so we connect those together, and then we put our stainless steel Luer Lok on there. And then on the other end, we'll let's pick one out of here. Let's keep that one out. Let's pick one out of here, and we'll connect it. And we snug it up, not hard, but snug. It should work. And then we put our silicone there. So now we put air in our syringe, pinch off this end, and we put it under pressure, and we see no bubbles. And notice the syringe will back up because it's a very tight system, and it just backs up the pressure. You can see that coming back. Now we'll see some with leaks that'll come back too, but they just leak slowly. But no bubbles, okay? So that one's not leaking. Now I've marked some of these Luer Loks that do leak, and so I'm going to pick out a couple so you can just see what they're doing. I marked them with Sharpie, black. Suck air in there, cinch it off. No leak. Okay. Let's check for pressure, just so you get an idea what we're doing. You can see, watch the syringe. See how it bumps it back. No leaking. Good. I'm going to put all these we're testing with this particular female Luer Lok in this pile here, and we'll use the same ones. And then here's another one. We'll just randomly pick these. Some leak, some don't. Get air in here. No leaking. Notice the nice pressure back. Comes back every time the same amount, so no leak there. Shift. Next one. Let's do this one here. Snug tight. Suck air. Cinch. And do it again. Notice no leaks. No leaks. Okay. And let's do one more just to give us a good sampling. Let's find this one here. Okay, so this is the last one on this stainless steel Luer Lok from the one manufacturer. We're going to again try for leaks. No leaks, and you can see the pressures there. It's just about the same as the others. No bubbles, no leaks. Okay, so that one, all the Luer Loks were compatible with this one. They didn't leak. Now let's switch to another brand, stainless steel Luer Lok coming off of a generator. I left the nut on this one so we could differentiate it between the others. Now let's go back to this one here. Tight, suck air. Okay, looks like it's good. Saw a little bubble, but I don't think that's anything significant. Okay, so that's good. A+ on that one. Switch next one. Put that here. Let's put this one in here. Tight. Suck air. No leak. So that's good. Take that one off. And we'll put this one on. Oops, put it on there. And let's pinch it off. No leaks. Good pressure back. Okay. I don't know how many of these tested. I haven't kept them in order, but we got an idea. Looks like they're all good. Let's just try one more that okay, no leaks. Okay, that's good. So that stainless steel metal Luer lock is working well. Let's separate it here. And let's try this one here. Now they're all machined to a standard, they tell me. However, that standard, somehow or other, there's a difference. So let's take a look at this one here. Oh, you see that leak? And there's no pushback because it's lost all its pressure. Let's tighten it up. Make sure it's super tight. Do it again. This is part of the pile of no leaks on both the other Luer locks. The wet tube is getting slippery. Okay, so I tighten it up and it's still leaking. We can see the bubbles. Okay, so we know that one's not working. So let's take it off. I'm going to put it, how about let's put it in this bowl here, okay? That way we know it leaks. Now let's do this one here. Connect it. Get air. No leaks, and it has good bounce back, so that's good. So let's go ahead and I'm not going to put that in a bowl because it's good. Let's find this one here. Suck air, pinch off. Oh, got another leaker. See how fast it is? There's no bounce back, it just leaks. Let's just tighten it up, make sure it's super tight. I would tell you it doesn't make a difference, but I'm doing it just for in case someone's wondering, did he really tighten it? All right, so now can you imagine that kind of a leak? Any back pressure whatsoever, making water or whatever, it's going to leak. And the problem with ozone leaks is just hard to, I'm going to put that in the cup, it's hard to tell where it's coming from. I mean, you put your nose in it and it's like, man, you can't tell for sure if it's here or there. I have taken apart many generators looking for a leak and just not able to find them. You can't put soap and water and everything, you just can't find it. So this one doesn't leak. Now these are all from the same manufactured batch of Kynar Male Luer Loks. So I don't understand why some of them leak and some of them don't, but that's the case. So that's good, so we don't need to do with it. Let's see if I have another one that's not good. All right, let's see. Any more? Oh, here's one. I think this might leak, so let's check it out. Let's put it in here. Bring air. Yep, that's a leaker. Now we're going to double check it, make sure I've tightened it tight enough. So go real tight. Got air. No difference. Okay, so we got a leak there. So we got 3 that are leaking, and 3 that are leaking with this particular metal female lure lock, bulkhead mounted. And you know, I'm going to put that in there because it was leaking. How frustrating that is. And if you don't, I got one more here. Let's check one more just for the, see if my marks are right. I marked them when the ones that should be leaking, but let's find out if this one leaks too. Bring air. Yep, it's not as fast, but it's leaking, okay? And let's just tighten it up really tight, see if that makes a difference. Again, these are all from the same lot. Okay, it's leaking still, even though tightening it up did help a little bit. So there must be a very, very minimal defect or difference from one to another as they come in, as they're cast. I'm going to put that in our leak pile. So we have 4 lure locks that leak. Now, after doing a lot of investigation, I found out that the length of the female shaft, this portion right between my fingers, on this particular one is a teeny bit short, and so it's preventing the lure locks from engaging so that they seal. So they're coming like this, and they're leaving space in there, and that's what's leaking. So if you have a generator that's leaking, you don't need to throw it away. And it's hard to come by these. I'm going to keep this on here. It's hard to come by stainless steel lure locks. They're not inexpensive. And so now here's one that was marked. It was a leaker. And we'll verify it for you here so that you know I'm not playing any games. Let's go on here. And let's suck air. And let's test it. Was a leaker. Oh, there's a real slow one. Okay, can you see just a bubble, bubble, bubble. So it's a real slow leak, but it's still leaking. So let's show you. I always like to have a solution when we have a problem. I have found an O-ring that is a perfect size. We put the O-ring around the shaft of the male. You see that? And we seat it all the way. And frankly, you seat it with the female. Now that was a very slow leak, so it's not going to be graphic. So let's test it anyway. And we'll just put it aside so we can see that. And first of all, you can see the back pressure is acting just like the ones that didn't leak. And we'll let it sit for a couple minutes or seconds anyway. No leaks, no leaks, no leaks. Okay, so that one's solved. Take it off. We'll put it aside. And then we have another one here. This was a bad leaker, but let's just verify it. And we'll put that, suck air. Okay, bad leak, right? Okay. Now let's take this off, put an O-ring on there. Fill with air. Now remember, it was a pretty bad leak. No leak. And you see the pressure on the syringe. Excellent. No leaks at all. Okay, so O-ring worked there. Take it off. We'll put it aside. Here's another one that's a leaker. Check it, make sure. Bad leak, okay? And no matter what I do, I'm going to tighten it really, really tight. Bring air. Bad leak, okay? Well, that's a problem. So let's do a little O-ring. And put it on that little male shaft there. Seat it with a female. Air. Pinch it off. No leak. You can see the back pressure is really good. Excellent. So we just hold it for a second just to show you there's no leak at all. So the O-ring is the solution to a leaking lure lock onto a female stainless steel off of some generators. Not all, but some. And on that some, it was 62% of them failed. So it's not the lure lock, the Kynar Luer Lok that's failing. It's the stainless steel female lure lock that has a defect in it. Now, I've since talked to the company and verified with them, and they've changed their lure locks to the defective size to one that's more appropriate. But you can see we've solved the problem with these small little O-rings. If you're having a leak, I can help you with what size O-rings or sell you the O-rings or whatever it might be. But that's how you solve a Luer Lok leak that's on your generator stainless steel. You can see that deeply embedded silicone, or pardon me, it's a Kynar or vitriol. Pardon me, I'm thinking. I can't think right now. It's a Viton O-ring. Just the right size, works perfectly every time. Hope you've enjoyed this. Hope this will help you at least solve the leaks that are coming out of your generator.